Thank you, Chair. Mr Cañete, you mentioned the opinion on the establishment of a market stability reserve for the Union Greenhouse Gas Emission Trading Scheme. As you may be aware, amendments are now in, and there is consensus emerging from several political groupings in ITRE that an early introduction would enable the MSR to have a quick and significant impact on the ETS. So I would welcome your views on a 2017 start. Just to support my colleague Jude Curtin-Darling, that carbon capture and storage being one of the suite of solutions is emerging very strongly in the UK, both from industry and also from the social partners. I was very pleased to hear you talking about reducing the cost of energy. For families and communities right across my region, which is the northwest of England, fuel poverty is a very pressing and serious issue, and I'd like to hear more about how you propose to address and tackle the real problem of energy poverty. Thank you.
Then, mention was made by Mr. Griffin about 2017 and anticipating the results. Well, it depends. I think that when the results are good, the earlier we act, the better the signal we're sending to industry and innovators, and so much the better. Carbon capture and storage. We have had problems in the European Union. The projects that we've implemented haven't reached a degree of maturity, and we will have to continue to attempt to promote demonstration projects on large scale, looking at the costs and showing that carbon underground storage is safe. And we have to as well ensure that we have transport infrastructure across borders, and we have to increase our knowledge of the genuine storage capacity of CO2 in the European Union, as well as geographically locating those areas in the European Union where we could have such storage areas. So this technology is vital because carbon is something that we'll be living with over the next few years, and as such we do have to find forms of technology which will mean that we can use carbon under the best possible conditions whilst reducing CO2 emissions. And carbon capture and storage is an important form of technology. The agreement between the US and China, one of the main chapters, is financing major carbon capture and storage projects, looking at their economic and technological viability, and we'll be carrying on with that and continuing to support that in Europe.